Hi, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to my website where I will be showcasing my digital literacy journey. But before I dive into that, let me just introduce myself. My name is Jesper and I'm a Master's of Teaching student at Southern Cross University. Before teaching, my background was in photography and videography, which taught me how powerful digital tools can be for storytelling and communicating ideas. I am also a proud father of three endlessly challenging and inspiring daughters who actually really planted the seed for me to become a teacher. So, to put things into context, I will be specializing in primary education. And my attitude about digital technology is that when utilized intentionally, it can really enhance learning. But it can also, well, it also has the potential, of course, to impede learning. Used properly, it can offer students immediate feedback, and it offers teachers a clear understanding, which will help with things like differentiation and bringing unique tools to unique needs. It can also increase accessibility to students with tools like read alouds, captions, adjustable fonts, language, and visual supports. However, it can also impede learning with distraction. Animations, pop-ups, and too many tabs can really overwhelm younger learners, in my opinion. And an over-reliance in technology could potentially weaken foundations like spelling, grammar, and number sense, or I should say number sense, for example, when using things like spell check and calculators. Finally, the big problem that I think we're all going to face is privacy and safety. As an emerging teacher, my goal is to understand the strengths and limits of tools and help students use the right tool for the right learning task safely and responsibly. Now, I recognize there are challenges that I'll need to work through to integrate technology effectively in a classroom. I do have some strengths that will support me. First, I feel like one of my biggest strengths is my adaptability. I've had to go through many different iterations of tools to help in my profession of photography and videography, and I'm used to learning new tools quickly as technology changes. Second would be communication. I'm confident using digital tools to collaborate, share ideas, and enhance my ability to communicate effectively and clearly. Third, visual design is a strength of mine. I've worked extensively with graphic designers, all kinds of designers, really, art directors and creatives from various different agencies all over the world. And I think that will be an advantage because it will help me build clear, engaging resources. The challenge for me is not necessarily using technology itself, but using it strategically in an educational context, because that's something I've never done. My concern is getting lost in a sea of new tools or using technology as a bit of a novelty. I also have questions about the role of AI in learning. And this has helped me identify three key gaps I need to improve. First, I'll need to improve at choosing the right tool for specific learning goals, so technology aligns with lesson objectives. Second, I feel like I need to get better at using data obtained through digital tools and assessments to plan future steps in my teaching. So things like how to be more effective with reteaching and grouping extensions and like targeting feedback with particular like specific students. Third, I need stronger knowledge of digital safety and privacy for sure. And I think that's going to be an ongoing challenge as technology evolves and they become a bit more sophisticated. Those issues of safety and privacy are going to become more and more important and probably more and more complicated. So I want to be able to effectively use that appropriately in the classroom. And that includes AI technology. I also see practical barriers in schools that might arise, such as student distractions and students having different access to technology at home and therefore varying levels of skills once they reach the classroom. So by building on my strengths and addressing these gaps and barriers, I aim to use technology intentionally. So it supports learning, inclusion, and safe digital habits for ultimately for my future students' success. Thank you so much.